An organization purporting to be against anti-Semitism is now cracking down so much on free speech that they are going to war with Miss Rachel. If you're not a parent, you may not be familiar with her, and you might think, oh God, what did she do that Stop Antisemitism would be doing a crusade to have her investigated by the federal government? Nothing. She makes children's content on YouTube, like with puppets. Like puppets teaching kids how to say more and milk. And they are so enraged by the fact that she loves children, including Palestinian kids, that she wants them investigated by Pam Bondi. So they posted this, which is gonna be insane. I'm gonna read parts of it to you. It's also way too many words for anyone to be using to attack Miss Rachel of all people. And then the thing, from nursery rhymes to Hamas lines. I think you've swung a bit too hard for the epic miss that you're doing right there. So they are in fact calling on Pam Bondi to investigate whether Miss Rachel is being funded by a foreign party to push anti-Israel propaganda to skew public opinion. Dude, like, what kind of drugs are you partying with Don Jr.? She just posts the most innocuous don't kill Palestinian kids things on Instagram you could possibly imagine, and they want her investigated by the Trump administration. So here's how they defend this. This is the director of Stop Antisemitism. They say, given the vast sums of foreign funds that have been directed towards propagandizing our young people on college campuses, we suspect there's a similar dynamic in the online influencer space. So they're not even saying they have evidence of this. They're just saying other people have been paid to deliver propaganda, so probably her too. First of all, literally, what are they talking about? What like pro-Palestinian college influencers have been shown to be accepting money? We have seen influence campaigns to flood money for propaganda. It's when Russia was paying off all those right-wing influencers to spread their propaganda, paying them $100,000 a video, insane sums like that. No, they're not worried about that. They're worried about Miss Rachel. Meanwhile, the Post asked that director if they had any proof that Rachel Accurso, Miss Rachel, had taken money, and they said, we could not help but notice past post 10/7, Miss Rachel posting a massive barrage of anti-Israel propaganda. This was at the same time as other social media influencers were being paid to post. Again, they're not even giving us any evidence that anyone was paid to post. All they're saying is, after October 7th, she spoke out in support of Palestinians. So that makes it suspicious. I got news for you. Literally millions of people around the globe have posted repeatedly in support of the Palestinians' right to exist. That does not make her strange or suspicious. It makes her a compassionate human being, that's all. But before we discuss I just want to give you examples of the stuff that you are supposed to believe is so inherently suspicious that one could only assume she's being paid to post this stuff, Sharon. So this is literally the latest one I found. I looked and I didn't cherry pick. These are the latest things she's posted about Palestine. Stop dehumanizing Palestinian children with a photo of a kid with 85,000 likes. I mean, obviously no rational thinking human would ever post that unless they were being paid to do so. Or this, she posted a little video apparently of a Palestinian family in the rubble that used to be their home playing on a cell phone a little bit of a Miss Rachel video. Because apparently that Palestinian father, his kids like Miss Rachel, so she reposted that. Obviously, foreign influence operation. This isn't a person who loves those kids and wants them to be happy and safe and free and loves that she's bringing them just a little bit of peace, a little bit of joy. And so she's spreading that. No, according to Stop Antisemitism, obviously she's being paid by someone because the propaganda effort is obviously biased towards lots of money flooding for pro-Palestinian stuff. Or maybe this latest one. Blocking food and water to children is indefensible. Blocking food and water to children is cruel. Blocking food and water to children is against international laws, a violation of the Geneva Conventions and the Convention on the Rights of the Child. We've shown you, I don't even know how many instances of last year and a half of specifically the food and all that stuff going and being blocked by the IDF. This is not propaganda. This isn't anti-Israel, to simply point out the truth of what's happening. And Miss Rachel loves kids. That's kind of her thing. It's just hilarious that Stop Antisemitism thinks that she should have this one type of child that is not deserving of her care or attention. What do you think?
I think it's pretty sick that you showed a picture of a father amidst all that rubble, trying to give his children just a little bit of joy, a measure of peace, some consistency, so they don't realize what's all around them just for a few moments. Some of the people I suspect who are against Miss Rachel and her genuine love for children would rather see certain kinds of children, like, Republican legislatures in southern states working the overnight shift, because they're not equal to their fair-skinned kids. It's really sad to me. And I fear that with the current state of things and Pam Bondi, and God forbid if that guy who tweets out or whatever you call it on True Social in all caps gets wind of it, we could see Miss Rachel on one of those planes to El Salvador. Like, it's not that far-fetched, okay? Ruined at least, but perhaps sent out of here as we uncover more. No due process, just this is who she is for loving all children. That's really what I see here, right?
There will be some people who respond to what you just said and be like, that's impossible. They'd never do that. They've already deported people just for speaking out in defense of Palestinian lives, literally all. But multiple people just disappeared. We find out, oh, maybe they're in Louisiana. We find out a week later. We don't even know. You can't know. You can't talk to them because they held up a poster or they wrote an op-ed. And so they are such dangerous terrorists that lawyers and the media can't talk to them. And maybe they're in El Salvador now. I don't even know. Maybe they're in Venezuela. You don't get to know because their speech was so politically incorrect that they have to be disappeared. Not saying a single thing against Israel, not saying a single aggressive thing, just saying stop killing the kids. And Trump is now saying, I think it would be awesome to see American citizens deported abroad. So when they're doing both of those things, is it impossible that Miss Rachel could be deported? I hope so. I hope that that's a bridge too far. I don't necessarily believe that it is. And anyway, she hasn't directly responded to these attacks, which is her right not to. She doesn't do political content generally. This is a small thing that she sometimes does on Instagram. She does kids content literally with Fraggle Rock characters and Sesame Street. And she just had a kid, by the way. And I loved, by the way, that on her announcement, I saw that AOC had liked that post. It just made me so happy as a dad who watches Miss Rachel videos. I will say, if Miss Rachel sees this, or if somebody who knows her wants to send a message to her, if she ever does want to talk more aggressively about this, or just honestly and openly, we have a platform that we would love to share with her.
Would you put her on the show just to make us happy? I think
it'd be great.
At this point, we just need her. Okay.
I think it would be great.
Come on.
Love her content. Raina has really enjoyed it. Maybe I'll send her a video. If you enjoyed that, then make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming a member. So you're probably wondering, why would I do that? Well, when you do that, you get access to bonus content that I make every single week, and it's a lot of fun. You get custom emojis and more. If you join at tier 3, by the way, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself. And you'll get all that going forward, but you'll also unlock years of the back catalog that is literally 100 or more bonus clips and top 10 lists and debates and more. So what are you waiting for?